Welcome, my peace, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about the challenge Vendetta. We're going to talk about episode 11 and episode 12. And I like to say Kim has done a really good damn job. She has really been representing. She's been representing well for the women. She's been representing well for indigenous women. Like, she talks her junk and she backs it up. She's not scared. She has confidence. She has class. She's just all the way around good, and she can prove herself. And it's been a long time since there's been a woman like Kim to come and represent on a challenge, basically actually be good and not have all types of negative stereotypes. She's winning, and she's a beautiful girl. Leroy, you better marry her. Leroy says when he wins, he wants to start a group home with his father, because he was adopted too. I think Kim and Leroy should get together. Tony has been doing so good this season, even though he's coming off as a dickhead a little bit towards the women, basically lying to their face and stuff like that. But he has been winning, and Bananas is out the game, and it's like no one is really guiding him. He's guiding himself. He's really on his own. And Zach has been quiet, but this episode he let us know that he loves the power and he wants the power. And I don't even understand why people keep letting Zach and Tony, even though they're on the winning team, be and the Troika. Like, come on, ladies, you gotta demand what you want. You gotta fight for what you want. You can't let these guys keep getting what they want. Because if the shoe was on the other feet, they will be hollering, yelling you guys down to get what they want. And it is what it is. So we see Natalie. Basically, she's trying to befriend Leroy and she's trying to befriend Nelson and be friends with Nelson, be on his team, be with him, basically whatever, like cool, because they both got hurt. He got hurt by Kaylee, she got hurt by Bananas or whatever. So basically they're kind of like joining alignment or whatever. They're joining a crew. You don't say my name, I don't say your name. But basically that's not going to be the case. Natalie's going to have to go back on her word towards Nelson, because her back is up against the wall and her game is being tested by by Tony and Zach, and it is what it is. And so now they're getting ready to go to the challenge, and basically Devin has they're going to this land is my land. And Devin has, the grenade, and he's going to use the grenade. And basically he's going to pick the teams. But on paper, it seems like the teams that he picked will be really good. But actually the team that he picked really sucked, because they gassed out really quick. I guess it was too hot, too much running, not enough, stamina to keep them going. So anyways, there's three teams. There's the blue team, which is Leroy, Kyle, and Jimmy. And then the green team is Nicole, Natalie, Zach, and Tony, and Brett. And then the red team is Nelson, Brad, Cam, and Devin. And basically Nelson team and Cam is on that team as well. She's on the red team as well. So basically Devin teams does the worst. His plan did not go like it's supposed to. He's bitching, he's moaning, he's complaining. He can't believe his team sucked. But on paper, they should have won. But I was just wondering why Devin wouldn't put, Zach or, Tony on his team to kind of like split it up with the because at the end you have the Troika and shit like that. But I guess he does them a solid, put them on a team together and don't screw them. Then they don't in turn screw him, because you see they haven't been screwing with Devin at all. Devin has been skating by without anybody coming after him really, because he got rid of Johnny Bananas. So basically Leroy's kind of mad at him or whatever, because Leroy got to watch his back, because he knows he's the next one on the chopping block. But before Leroy, they go for Nelson's. They want, because that's Tony Vendetta. Basically, it is what it is. So anyways, the green team wins. The blue team comes in second place, and the red team comes in last place. So Devin team loses, and now they have to vote people and to go to the Inquisition or go into elimination. And basically it's just so messed up. So, but anyways, before then we got Zach, we have Natalie, and we have Tony. And so basically Zach, Natalie, and Tony, they are going to be forming the Troika, and it is what it is. I don't know why Britt didn't fight to be on the Troika. I would have fought to be on the Troika, for real, for real. No joke. She should have fought to be on the Troika, but she didn't. She just thought, Tony and Zach had her back, and they really didn't. They really didn't care for her at all. So she should have fought more harder to be on the Troika. It said that she deserves it more than Natalie, but Tony and Zach felt like Natalie did more than Britt because they felt like Britt was a cheerleader, basically trying to justify how they threw, Britt under the bus. So anyways, it is what it is. So, it's like, damn. So it is what it is. I'm just like, damn. Britt should have been focusing more on the game than focusing more on, her boyfriend or whatever. So, Cam is put up. She's going in for elimination. And Brat, he's going in for elimination too as well. He's getting called out too. And it's like, damn, it's like Britt should have been on that Troika. She should have fought to be on that Troika, but she didn't fight to be on the Troika, so it is what it is. And, so it's just like, damn. So anyways, Nelson thinks that he's going to be safe, that he has nothing to worry about because Natalie's on a Troika, but he does have something to worry about because she can't defend him. She can't help him. She can't do nothing for him because Zach and Tony are pressing her. So anyways, it is what it is. Can't do nothing for can't do nothing at all. It's a done deal. So anyways, it is what it is. But it was funny when Nelson was like, what's his name? Leroy was like, come on, I hate Jimmy, because Jimmy was just gassing out of air. She was just walking. Jimmy to act like she don't even want to be there. She act like she's never on a challenge. And like, damn, she skated through up to, episode, 12. So did, what's her name? Nicole. Nicole really didn't have to put in work, and Jimmy didn't have to put in work. Cam put in work to survive. Even Kayla put in more work than them to survive, to stay to stay lit or whatever. So it is what it is. And so now we have, Cam is going in, we have Britt, she's going in, and we have Brad that's going in, and then we have Nelson that's going in as well. So we have 4 people going up for elimination. 4 people going up for elimination, but then the Mercenaries coming. The Mercenaries are Frank, Laura, and Darrell. I love Darrell. Darrell's a great guy. He's really cool. He's really down to earth. He's a father. He's a father. He's a family man. He's respectful. You don't see him drinking, acting up, acting wild on the show. And when he get a chance to talk to the little youngins, he gives them some type of advice. He tried to guide them and let them know like how this MTV shit works or whatever. So anyways, Darrell and Nelson go up against each other, and it's the battle of the Braun versus Braun. I'm like, oh my god, like crazy. And Nelson won't give up an elimination round, especially if it's something to do with combat, physical combat, one-on-one or whatever. He won't give up. And so it is what it is. Like Nelson and Darrell, they go back and forth. They go around. Basically, they're strapped to each other. They got to go around the circle, and whoever can get to the other side and hit the bell. But basically, you're pulling the other person with you, so you got to pull your weight, that person's weight, get a grip, hit the bell. And you're talking about 2 guys that are totally muscled down, looking gorgeous. Nelson's gorgeous. Darrell is just drop dead gorgeous. So anyways, you have that going on, and they're just fighting. Even Jimmy was like, damn, they look good. You can keep them around, especially Darrell. Like, she knows. So anyways, they go for 2 rounds, and then, there's a draw. Almost 3 rounds, I think. And then I think 2 rounds, and then there's a draw. And basically, Nelson doesn't get the grenade, but Darrell said he's happy with, Nelson getting the draw because he deserved to be here. He's a good guy, and he likes Nelson. So anyways, Nelson, people just be voting. Nelson had to fight to get here too. Nelson's been in a bunch of eliminations. He had to fight. Nelson and Cam fought to stay here. Let me tell you. Leroy even kind of got like a cushy, easy ride, but now it's time for him to stand up and defend himself, defend it. So anyways, and then we have Laura. Laura goes against, Brett, the same type of elimination. And we all know that Laura is a beast. She was going to kill it. Laura, she even carried Zach at one point. She carried him in elimination. Come on, she was yelling at him, get up the mountain. You're big, you got muscles for nothing. Laura was getting on Zach. Zach couldn't say nothing back. He didn't disrespect Laura, nothing. Laura is a beast. And she said maybe this will give her confidence to come back into the challenge, and she actually sees her ex-girlfriend, Nicole. Nicole's over there crying. So basically, Laura says that Nicole disappointed and hurted her a lot of times. So I'm assuming that, I don't know, did Nicole cheat or whatever? So anyways, Laura goes over there, say goodbye to Nicole. Nicole was like, if you really wanted our relationship, if you really loved me, you would have fought more. So it's whatever. And so we'll see how that goes. And then we have Brad. He goes against Frank. I knew Brad was going to beat Frank because Brad is a monster. He's a beast. I don't know what happened. He used to be docile. He used to be quiet. He used to just talk junk. But he's totally brawn, muscles. He got his eyeballs even got muscles. His eyeballs are just huge and big. He's just a big money guy, big eye guy or whatever. So it is what it is. And he ends up beating Frank. So Laura's the only mercenary that comes out with a win. And so then we also get Cam versus Ashley. And, Cam and Ashley are going for it too. They're pulling each other's body. Ashley's not giving up. Ashley's crazy. She's wild. She lost her father. God bless her, God rest the dead or whatever. And she lost her father and she's back. And she seems kind of, different or whatever. And basically they're talking, banter among each other or whatever. No, I got all night. Well, I got all night too. So anyways, I ain't got no place to go, baby. And then somehow Cam does it. She just gets that muscle and that confidence, like she doesn't get nervous, she doesn't get frightened, like you know how like football plays and basketball plays where they have to catch that ball or you have to make that shot, that 3-pointer, and basically you have to concentrate and get all the noise around you out and focus on what your job that you're going to do, that goal that you need to complete. And the way they concentrate to do that, Kim does that when she's in eliminations. Like, she doesn't give up. Like, she doesn't get nervous. She doesn't get scared. Like, I'm proud of her. Anyways, she beats Ashley. So now she's 3-0. No, she's almost 3-0. So now she done beat a rookie and she has beat a vet. She's doing good for not being participating in the challenge at all, but for the first time she's doing excellent. So that's cool. So now we move on to the next episode. And basically, Natalie threw, Nelson under the bus. Basically, she said she wasn't, but she sided with Tony and Zach because she thought that was the way to go. She tries to apologize to Nelson, but Nelson ain't hearing it. Nelson was just like, yo, listen, okay, we cool, whatever, blasting the third, but she's his new Vendetta, so it is what it is. And so we'll see what happens with that situation. And it was like, okay, so now we have the Spanish heist or whatever. So basically there's 2 teams and, there's 2 grenades that gets to be used. Bradley gets to use his grenade and Kim gets to use her grenade. So basically she used her grenade as time to go against, what is her name? Kara. And so basically, but before Cam could, she just threw her grenade ASAP towards, Kara. But Brad, he asked a question like, if I use my grenade, like, would I be on a team that I'm going to use my grenade against? Because we haven't picked the teams out yet. But see, that's the difference between a vet and somebody that's brand new. Cam is brand new, so she wasn't thinking about that she'll be on the same team as Kara, or maybe she thought that the people wouldn't put her on the same team as Kara, but it doesn't work. So every time she gets these grenades and she uses it against, Kara, it doesn't work. So basically now she's on the team with Kara, and basically Brad finds out that, and so then Tony and Zach says to Brad, like, yo, if you don't use your grenade on us, you can be on our team. So anyway, so Brad throws his grenade towards Caillou because Caillou is the best swimmer next to Brad. And so anyway, so there's 2 teams, and basically team 1 is Zach, Tony, Brad, Jimmy, Natalie, Nicole, and Devin. So they put Devin on their team because they're still looking out for Devin because he got rid of, Bananas. And then on top of that, they're still running with Natalie. They're still they don't know what to do with Natalie. Yeah, I guess they thought they was gonna get some from her, and then Brad not using a grenade on them. He's on their team, and Jimmy, she's on their team, and she hasn't really done that, so it's an easy ride. And so then on team 2, you have Kyle, which he has to be tied to somebody that's used. He had to be tied up basically for his elimination. Then Kara has the grenade thrown against her, and so now she has a time restriction. Leroy can't swim, Cam can't swim, and Kayla does a shitty job. Kara does a shitty job as well. So like everybody was a letdown on team 2. Like no one actually accomplished the goal because Nelson can't swim at all. He was trying to hold on, so it was just Devin was talking mad shit, making fun of everybody. Even Zach was like, be quiet. Like, damn, stop glorifying it or whatever. So basically they lost totally. So Tony is all in his shit talking about they shouldn't come back to the challenge if they can't swim. Tony, don't get ahead of yourself. You've been sleeping around, making babies, getting drunk, acting up. Your brother done slapped and hit a woman and tried to attack her. So don't make any rules from anybody. You're just doing okay so far. Okay? So anyways, but they do need to learn how to swim. Like I've been saying this forever, that Leroy needs to, that's only Leroy's worst enemy on the show is swimming and heights. But he's getting used to heights, but the swimming part. And Cam, you got such a nice body that you can easily float on top of water. It looks like you have a 0 ounce of fat on you or whatever. So anyways, or if you don't have any fat on, do you sink or do you float? I forgot. So anyways, it is what it is. And so now they picking, so, Zach and Tony, Brad, Gemma, Natalie, Nicole, and Devin, their team number 1 wins. The other team totally sucks. So anyways, they have to anchor. So now they have to pick the Troika. And basically, it's girls' elimination. And none of the girls are there to pick. They're not making any decisions. It's all guys. So it's going to be Brad, Tony, and Zach basically are going to be in charge of the Troika. None of the girls get to say anything. The girls try to say something, but it really doesn't work. Jimmy just like, yo, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you. They don't shit on Jimmy. Natalie was like, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you. They shit on her. And Nicole didn't really have to say anything because she's like one of the dudes. She's like one of the guys. Her and Jimmy really got a free ride so far. So anyways, it is what it is. And so now the losing team has to vote for people to go into the elimination. So basically it's a tie between, the ladies. It's a tie between, Cara, Kayla, and Cam. It's a tie between them two. And, Leroy didn't switch up his vote. And, Kaya wasn't going to vote for Cara because they're sleeping together. So anyways, it is what it is. And now the Troika has to pick, and they all vote for Cam to go in. And, Cara feels like, oh my God, I'm a savior. Everything is good because I don't go into the track. Anybody try to go against me, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, Cam was like, all right, you got to be ready. She was like, damn, I had these grenades. Like, all her grenades has been wasted because when she used the oil on Cara, the cars were already oily or whatever. So it just backfired. So anyways, so now it's time to go into so now the bullshit is going on. And so basically, Zach doesn't keep his word, so nor does, Tony. They throw Natalie in, they throw Cara in. I mean, they throw Natalie in. And Jimmy's up there too as well. And I think Kayla's up there too as well. Of the ladies. Well, it's in the slideshow. So anyways, if I got it wrong, it's in the slideshow. So anyway, so now it's time for elimination. And they all voted for, Natalie to go in. They voted for her to go in because, Brad said you voted for Brett. You did Brett wrong. So you know what? I got you. So it seems like Brad is acting really cool with the guys and teaming up with them because he can't come out and be their enemy. That's stupid. That's dumb to be like, oh, you're my vendetta, I'm coming after you. He can move in silence and come after the guys that did, Brett wrong. And plus, the biggest revenge is for Brad to win the money. And so Leroy's the same way. He's moving in silence too. He's not saying anything about, bananas being gone or whatever. But basically, he ain't celebrating at the same time too because he has a target on his back. Him and Nelson both got targets on their back. The two black guys. So Anyways, Cam goes up against Cam goes up against Natalie, and basically it's like a gymnastic type of, elimination. And this is some foul bullshit. This is the same thing that happened to Hunter. Hunter hurt his wrist or whatever. And his elimination thing was something about the wrist. And then Anissa, her elimination was to go up against, the I think she was a cage fighter, Olympics cage fighter, something like that. And they made the round to favor her. So this round was really supposed to favor, Natalie, because they wanted to keep Natalie there. But it didn't work out. It didn't happen because Cam totally done the thing. Like, she flipped over, she moved around, she kept going. Natalie got scared, she got stuck, or maybe Natalie didn't want to be there, but she was bragging about that she was a gymnast and in Cozes. She was bragging about, like, she has stamina, she has this, she does training, she does this and all this other stuff. But the black girl Cam, she ain't no gymnast, but she got to cross that rope. I'm just so proud of her because MTV tried to set her up by making sure that this elimination round was easy for Natalie to keep her there. So basically, cross a rope and hit a bell. How easy is that? But it's not easy if you don't have balance. It's not easy if you don't know how, if you don't know. So basically, it'll be a disadvantage for Cam. But actually, Cam actually won, and she actually did it. And Natalie was stuck and she couldn't move and she was tied up. Nothing against her, but it just shows you how they favor certain activities towards certain people. It's just something that I just wanted to point out. So anyways, the treasure chest game, basically they were supposed to swim underwater, get the balls, and then put it in another hole, and then basically keep going back and forth doing that and until the treasure chest comes up. And then if you win, you get Burger King. You get to go to Burger King, and then you have these drivers drive you in these fancy expensive sports cars where you can really drive that sports car because the roads are long and windy, and they're built for cars like that. So, but you know what sucked? I would want to be behind the wheel. I would not want to be the passenger in a sports car. When am I going to be over there driving again in like a sports car? So I would want to have this sports car experience. So driving it myself, not being a passenger. So anyways, because I can drive stick shift and I can drive automatic, it's all good. So anyways, Cam gets she gets a grenade, and basically it's either cash, endurance, or timed. So basically now they're getting ready for the final, and basically they're gonna go 300 feet high in the air on a zip line, run through the city, come back, do the same thing. Whoever has the quickest time gets to win. It's going to go to the finale, and 2 people won't go. It's going to be a woman and a guy that probably won't make it to the finale, to the finals. And basically, Cam has a grenade, and she used it to take Devin Cash, which is a good decision. But if she does not make it to the finals, I think she should have used the grenade against Cara, because actually this grenade would have actually worked. Especially if she was timed, it would give her a little faster time. Especially if she had to do endurance, because Cara is her biggest competition, especially getting to the final, because Jimmy might pull something out. So in my prediction, even though the episode's already out, I don't think Jimmy's going to make it to the to the final. And out of the guys, I think Kyle's not going to make it, or Devin. Kyle or Devin are not going to make it, and Jimmy and I'm going to say Kayla are not going to make it to the finals. That's my prediction. So we'll see what happens. Leroy better have made it. Nelson better have made it. Cam better have made it. Tony better have made it. Zach better have made it. All these people that's been calling, and Brad better have made it too, because we want to see the vendettas go down. And I'm so surprised that after, Johnny Bananas is gone, the episodes are really still entertaining. So peace, I'm out. One love. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. And basically, I'm kind of caught up until I can get the next episode down under my belt. Let's see who made it to the finale. But, it's been good so far. The guys has really been fighting. But Zach and Tony got that power after Banana left, and Devin has been riding the wave too as well. Devin's focusing on Leroy, but Tony and Zach ain't really focusing on Leroy. They're throwing Nelson under the bus because of the vendetta that Tony has with Nelson, whatever. So we'll see if Cam and Kyra, the two friends, Cam and Kayla, the two friends, are they gonna make it to the finals? But Kayla has been gassing out a lot. She doesn't seem as strong as she did last season. I don't know. Peace. I'm out. One love.